Hi, I'm Harper.
Ciao, I'm Eva.
Today, Ava's gonna show me how to make a vegetarian dish. And I'm gonna do my best to hide my disappointment.
Yes, it's vegetarian because there isn't meat. But believe me and believe the good people from Liguria, this is a very delicious and amazing dish.
I actually do trust you because you've produced so many amazing vegetarian dishes for me that as a self-proclaimed carnivore, I now crave all the time, so I'm in.
Today we are going to make what they call back in Liguria polpettone alla ligure or polpettone genovese.
Polpettone, is that like polpette meatballs?
It's a big meatloaf, more or less, without meat.
Before we begin, a quick shout out to an amazing pasta grammarian who made an equally amazing struffoli. It looks fantastic, Mark, well done. If you want to become a pasta grammarian, then hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get started. I suppose I should go over what we have in front of us. Salt, pepper, olive oil.
It's a good start.
Breadcrumbs. We have a couple potatoes and a bunch of green beans, and it looks like you've already cooked them.
Yes, I boiled the potatoes skin on because in this way they don't absorb a lot of water. I boiled also the green beans so they are ready to work with.
We've got an onion, a clove of garlic, some grated Parmigiano.
Grated Parmigiano Reggiano. Now you can also, if you really like pecorino, you can also do half and half. Traditionally it's just Parmigiano, but nobody tells us that we can't put also some pecorino.
Marjoram leaves.
Yes, this is what we call maggiorana. Now, if you can find fresh, it's much better. I couldn't, so I'm going to use the dried one.
Some nutmeg, 3 eggs, and what do we have here? Mushrooms?
Here we have some dried porcini mushroom that I already soaked in water. So you should soak them for about 20-25 minutes. If it's very difficult to find porcini mushroom, you can also use champignon, you can also use maybe portobello, but guys, with porcini everything is better. So the first things that we need to do here is mash our potatoes. So before peel them, Harper, I know that a lot of our friends says that you can mash the potatoes with the skin on, also with this amazing tool, but I prefer to peel them.
It's also very easy to peel them once they're already boiled.
You can also mash your potatoes with a fork if you don't have this, or you can also mash the potatoes with, how do you call it?
Vegetable mill?
Yes.
That actually, we did that for Thanksgiving. Ava mashed them with a food mill, and it was like the creamiest, best mashed potatoes I've ever had in my life.
Because American potatoes are something unbelievable good, and they are very good also to make gnocchi and all this kind of preparation.
So I have a feeling that there's gonna be some cheese going into here, some eggs going into here.
He's a pretty smart guy, but yes, but not now, because the next step is work on our green beans.
Okay, what does that mean?
This means that you need to cut the green beans.
Like chopped into little pieces?
See, so now you don't need to be very, very precise. We need just chopped green beans.
Little pieces like that?
Va bene. So Harper, I have a question for you. Potatoes, green beans, they remind you something or not?
No.
Pasta with pesto alla genovese.
Oh, that's right, which is also from Liguria.
So we are using 2 same ingredients in another way.
Okay, green beans are ready.
And now you need to chop some onion. We don't need all the onion, just half.
Half. Now when you say chop.
Finally chop. See?
Diced.
Like when you need to make a sofrito, Harper.
Okay.
And I know that you know how to make a sofrito.
I do know how to make a sofrito. Although I have to say that when it comes to sofrito, my strong suit is not the chopping of the onion part. I'm okay at this part.
Next time, are you crying?
A little bit.
Yes, this is the price to pay when you cut and chop the onion. That's why you are chopping this.
Someone left a comment on the last video where I had to chop onion with a cool trick for not crying, and now I forget what it was.
Maybe.
Remind me. I can't remember what it was. What do we do with this?
Now what we do, we need to use a pan with some olive oil.
Some means that.
Perfect. Onion in the pan.
Okay.
So medium high.
Medium high it is.
So we need to make them cook a little bit until they become
translucent.
Bravo. And then to this we are going to add the green beans and the mushroom.
Does that mean I need to drain the mushrooms?
Bravo. But you don't have to squeeze them.
I just drain the water?
Sì.
Così?
Perfetto, Harper. And actually, you know what you can do? You can chop also the mushroom, yes.
Okay.
So.
As long as you keep an eye on my onions.
See, don't worry. I will take care of your onions. It's very hard to beat the smell of the onion when they are cooking in the olive oil.
I was just thinking how good these mushrooms smell, actually.
Sì, porcini mushroom, cioè fresh, they are something unbelievable. But also dried, they are pretty good.
I actually remember the very first video that you and I made together that we never released was when we went porcini mushroom hunting with your dad.
The only thing that I saw is something that I don't know what it is because it's not a mushroom. It's a piece of wood. Ma here sarà montagna pendente. I know, I remember. Now is the moment in which we can put inside the green beans, mushroom, obviously Harper, salt and pepper.
Salt.
And we need to saute them for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
So all the flavor, they can be combined all together.
Smells so good.
Oh, yeah. I could eat this just like that. Okay, Harper, because we need about other 5 minutes here, while this is cooking, you can chop the garlic.
You want me to chop garlic?
Yes, you need to chop the garlic.
That's like a first. You always just put one whole clove in.
Now this time we need to chop the garlic. I keep an eye on your green beans, mushroom and onion, okay?
Thank you. Okay, I've got the garlic chopped.
Okay, the garlic goes in the potatoes.
And the potatoes, oh, okay. How are my green beans doing?
They are doing pretty good, Harper. And I know that we are cooking polpettone alla genovese or polpettone alla ligure, but actually, if you put a pot of boiling water and you put inside, I don't know, like trofie or also spaghetti, you can season the pasta also with this because...
Ooh, that would be a good pasta.
Now we turn off the heat and we let them cool down just 3-4 minutes.
Okay.
And while they are cooled down, what we do is...
Eggs into the potatoes?
Sì. Cheese in the potatoes.
All right. Sprinkle of these?
Yes, maybe marjoram, 2 sprinkles of marjoram.
2 sprinkles. 1, 2. Like
See,
that?
maybe 3, 4.
3, 4.
Maybe 5.
5.
We'll do 6 and that's okay,
Yeah.
va bene. And then a sprinkle of nutmeg because nutmeg anyway is pretty okay. Then we need some black pepper. I will add also some salt because remember potatoes aren't salted, so. What? I didn't cook the potatoes with the salt, so they're...
Oh, I thought you meant naturally.
No, Harper, now I understand that my English is not so good, but...
Did you buy
I buy
unsalted?
unsalted
Okay,
potatoes.
just checking. More?
We will try
Okay.
and see if it's okay or not.
Okay.
Now, before we put this mixture there, you need to do another thing that is very, very important. Because this is baked, what do you need to do?
Preheat the oven.
Bravo, 200 gradi, 200 degrees Celsius.
Does anyone out there know like an easy trick for approximating, converting Celsius to Fahrenheit? If you do, please let us know in the comments below.
So it should be up around 400.
Okay.
390, 400,
How about 395?
395.
Okay, oven's preheating.
Okay, now they are, we'll let them cool down a little bit, so you can add this into the potatoes.
Okay.
And with a spoon, because I don't want you get too dirty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a first.
Mix all together. I start to salivate. A dish that is pretty healthy, full of vegetables, no meat, so it's perfect for our vegetarian friend.
The porcini mushrooms, they have such a strong earthy smell that it sort of smells like a hearty, meaty dish already.
Mushroom is they are very good product because you can do a lot of things with mushroom. You can do the salad, you can put in a meatloaf without meat, you can make the pasta, you can make the risotto, you can fry them, you can make mushroom cutlet, you can roast them.
Shrimp gumbo, pan fried, deep fried, stir fried. There's pineapple shrimp, lemon shrimp, coconut shrimp.
How many things you can do with mushroom? A lot.
Okay, that looks pretty well mixed, I'd say.
It's very important to try it to see if the salt, we need more salt.
Definitely more salt. If I think it needs more salt, she's definitely gonna think it needs more salt. I'm not even gonna wait for her to say anything.
But it's so good.
It is good.
But it's so good. I could add
More salt.
a little bit more salt and maybe more black pepper. Now what we need to do, Harper, we need
Put this in there.
bravo. But before you put this direct here, we need a drop of olive oil.
Okay.
Now, you know what, Harper? You can use a brush.
You are keeping my hands clean today.
Visto? Now, Harper, pour some breadcrumb.
Oh, right in the dish. I thought for sure these would be mixed in, kind of like how you do with meatballs.
No, because it's a meatloaf, but it's not really a meatloaf. And now the mixture, our meatloaf here. Can I clean the spoon?
You can do whatever you want. This is your kitchen. You are in charge. Sweet.
Perfetto, Harper. Now we need a fork.
Am I gonna make lines?
Recipe by recipe, weeks by week, I know that at the end of 2022, this will be his kitchen. In 2 years, I saw a big evolution from Hot Pocket. Seeing him making polpettone alla genovese makes me so proud.
It just makes me hungry. Okay.
See, you did a great job, and now guess what?
Breadcrumbs.
Bravo, but before,
Olive oil.
yes.
Do I spread it on or just sort of
Just-
drizzle it?
See, but just a little bit, we don't need a lot.
Okay. You know how bad I am at drizzling.
But do
Okay,
it.
okay.
Trust yourself. Top. Because now,
But now I got it all on one side.
now we can do like that. You did a great job. Sprinkle some
Breadcrumbs?
breadcrumb. And now, Harper, we bake it for about 35 minutes or until on the top is golden, it's crispy, and then it's ready. So,
All right, well, I'm gonna put this in the oven and we'll be back in 30 to 35 minutes.
See? As you can see, our polpettone ligure alla genovese is golden. Now we need let it rest for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then it's ready to eat. It smells amazing.
It does.
It looks amazing, and I will try before you.
Okay.
So,
Buon appetito.
buon appetito.
How is it? Oh, it smells too good.
Every time it drives me completely crazy because I love it.
I thought it looked and smelled good. It is way better than I even imagined it would be. I think it's the mushrooms.
I think that is the potatoes.
Okay, that's a vegetarian dish fit for a carnivore. I just realized we learned recently from some of our viewers that Parmigiano cheese is technically not vegetarian because it has rennet in it. I had no idea. So, okay, if you're like vegetarian, maybe this isn't vegetarian, but like, it's vegetarian. Does that make sense? Guys, we hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you try this recipe, tag us on social media @PastaGrammar. We'll see you next time.
Ciao.